Today, I'm going to be talking about Kaspa and I'm going to be comparing it to Bitcoin, particularly discussing the matter of does Kaspa have to defeat Bitcoin in order to succeed, or can the two coexist for a prosperous long-term future, just like gold and silver have for many, many years? That's the matter that I'm going to be discussing today. Before we get into this, let me know what your thoughts are on this topic in the comment section. Also, make sure to leave a like on the video. And I want to quickly tell you guys about my membership, which you can join right now. It's linked in my description. These are the options. All of these different tiers give you access to my Discord, in which we have a specific dedicated chat room all towards Kaspa. So if you're a Kaspa miner, if you want to learn more about it or anything like that, we have a very active community talking about Kaspa, but not just Kaspa, many other altcoins. You can track all my alerts and everything like that. So let's get straight into the video. We've got a lot of interesting things to discuss. Let's go through a quick update for Kaspa right now. You can see it's currently trading at 11 cents. I just recently dropped a buy alert for my Discord and bought some more Kaspa even at these levels. My average buy has now significantly increased. The biggest purchase that I made for Kaspa was at 3 cents. And since then, to be honest, I've just been buying on the dips ever since. Kaspa's perfectly following its kind of power law trend. It's in the bottom kind of line of that trend, and I expect it to come back up very, very soon. So these levels I'm not expecting to see for too much longer. $2.6 billion market cap, incredibly small still when we compare it to the likes of XRP. If Kaspa goes to XRP's all-time high market cap, you're going to get a 50x on your money. Forget it being in potential competition with Bitcoin. Forget it being the number one currency in the world. Just if Kaspa goes to XRP's market cap, all-time high, you're going to be making 50 times on your money. Now, there's a particular post that I want to talk about here, which is one of my own. Surprise, surprise. And I'm going to just read it out to you right now. So I posted on X a couple days ago, or literally yesterday. Kaspa and Bitcoin can both coexist together. When has there ever been a complete monopoly on a currency or a store of value commodity globally? Please tell me. I'm trying to think off the top of my head, as I do most of my tweets. I don't really put too much thought into them. I just brainstorm, right? If you think about, old school kind of stores of value / mediums of exchange, gold and silver, we didn't just have one. We had gold and we had silver, and we even had other metals, which were also used as mediums of exchange or stores of value. If we look at the fiat market medium of exchange / store of value, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a very good one, but some people do. Dollar, right? The US dollar. We got the Australian dollar. We got the Canadian dollar. We've got the euro. We've got the pound. We've got so many different currencies around the world. So there's not one monopoly. Now, yes, we're on the dollar standard, but there's many other currencies as well, right? So there's still not a significant monopoly. Even if we go as far back to different types of barterable goods, different physical goods, gems, beads, all these different things, right? I'm not going to go too deep into it. I'm not going to give you a history lesson here. But there's been always multiple different stores of value / medium of exchanges coexisting in the same world. And yeah, maybe there's one that's bigger or one that's used more often, but there's always competitors because different mediums of exchange, different stores of value have different properties. Very important point. Kaspa and Bitcoin, mediums of exchange, stores of value in the crypto world, have different properties. I'm going to get into that a little bit later. So, moral of the story is different stores of value have always existed in the world. Very simple. I'm not getting too complex here. Kaspa and Bitcoin clearly parallel gold and silver from the physical world and make them digital. This is my opinion, of course, but it's not just my opinion, it's the intended purpose of Kaspa. Kaspa is literally translated to silver in Aramaic. Now, I personally believe long-term, Bitcoin will always be higher than Kaspa. That's just my opinion. In my opinion, I think Bitcoin will always be, or for the foreseeable future, be more valuable than Kaspa. Just like gold is more valuable than silver, okay? So in my opinion, there is a second best, and the second best is Kaspa. I'm a big admirer of Michael Saylor. I think he's a very smart guy. But this phrase that there is no second best or there is no competition to Bitcoin, I personally think is wrong. It's more of a, hyperbolic, marketable statement. I get where it's coming from, but I think it's mostly hyperbole. Now, this type of post is certainly rattling a lot of the Bitcoin maxis. And I'm not trying to frustrate Bitcoin maxis. I remember the first time I heard about Kaspa, it actually frustrated me. It made me a little bit angry because people were throwing out words like it's the next Bitcoin, telling me all these things that Kaspa is so good and it's comparable to Bitcoin. That is almost like a cardinal sin in the crypto space. But once you actually dig into Kaspa, once you realize what it is, once you see the team, right, Shai, Michael Sutton, and Jonathan Sompolinski, you can see that there's a clear link to Bitcoin here, and they're elaborating on Bitcoin, making it much more scalable. That's the way how I see Kaspa. Now, these two can clearly work together because Bitcoin has now kind of hijacked that peer-to-peer form of payment, which is the first line in the white paper. Bitcoin is now seen as a store of value. It's now seen as digital gold. That perfectly allows for Kaspa and Bitcoin to coexist for the foreseeable future. And this does frustrate Bitcoin maxis, right? Because myself, I got blocked by a Bitcoin maxi. And this guy has been, very clearly against Kaspa. It's still early. That's all I commented. You can always change your mind. A year and a half ago, when I first discovered Kaspa around 2022, October time, maybe earlier, I didn't really like it too much, right? I got kind of vibes that it was just copying Bitcoin. And the reason why I didn't like it is because I didn't research it. I didn't look at the team. You have to look into these things, guys. You have to look deeper. You have to look at the things that Jonathan Sompolinski is responsible for. Now, I shared this in my Discord group yesterday because there was a big debate going on about Kaspa. And this is the beauty of having a network or a community. You have all different opinions from all over the world, and everyone's trying to come to a consensus. And I just shared this blog here, okay, of all the triumphs, you could say, of Jonathan Sompolinski, his educational career, but then you get into the Dagnite consensus, the Phantom Protocol, the Ghost Dag Protocol, all of these different things that this guy has been pivotal in creating. So you cannot underestimate the team of Kaspa. So the problem is with a lot of Bitcoin maxis is they are too emotionally tied to Bitcoin. Okay. I have a large amount of my portfolio in Bitcoin, but you cannot have this kind of emotional argument that there's no flaws in Bitcoin. So I do believe Bitcoin has a couple of flaws, but mostly Bitcoin is perfect. There's only one real flaw, which is the fact it doesn't really scale. And that is quite an important flaw. Okay, so we can't ignore that. We have this other piece of FUD here that Forbes have put out themselves, saying that Kaspa is a good for nothing chain, saying it's a ghost chain essentially. Kaspa's a brand new crypto. They don't have smart contracts yet. They haven't got 10 BPS yet. It really hasn't fully finished or even got close to finishing its purpose. So to compare Kaspa to things like XLM, Ethereum Classic, it's just nonsense. It really is utter nonsense. So I would completely and utterly ignore this. It makes absolutely no sense to even sell your Kaspa because of some Forbes article. Guys, don't get emotional. Don't get fudded out of your bags by some Forbes article that no one even cares about. Make sure you're looking at things objectively and you're doing your own research. So yeah, long term, Kaspa's looking very strong. Obviously, best case scenario is it becomes the silver to Bitcoin's gold. And if that's the case, that would obviously mean it would go to a higher market cap than Ethereum, which is a 220x from right now. Worst case scenario for me, long term, is that Kaspa goes to $5 plus. That's the worst case scenario long term. Now, obviously, I'm not really factoring in the cyclical nature of crypto here. So if Bitcoin and crypto follows the regular cycle, I expect Kaspa to go somewhere between $2 to $4 this bull run, as in 2025. And then the next bull run after that, that is when I expect Kaspa to really get close to $20. And that's when I think it will start to get above and beyond Ethereum. So this bull run, I think it's almost like the test bull run for Kaspa. It's the first bull run. You can't expect it to get anywhere close. to Bitcoin or Ethereum this time around, but long term, the tech will win, right? If the value proposition is excessively better with Kaspa, which it is astronomically better, the value proposition will price in the market, and Ethereum will wither away and Kaspa will grow and grow and grow. And that's personally how I see it. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and make sure to join my monthly membership. If you're interested in Kaspa, if you're interested in altcoins, or you just want to hear what I have to say, go check it out. I'm doing very, very regular live streams in the VIP tier. Okay, almost every day I'm doing live streams and group calls, group meetings with the group. I see you guys as my team. I see this as a big network. We're all in it together to try and make money. Come join the group, trial it for a month. I'm sure you're going to make many close ties, many close connections with people, and also make a lot of money. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.